Okay, so I want to talk about something that's very dear to my heart, and that is how everything is created from inside. And what I mean by that is that every single thing that you experience outside of you, such as these snowflakes that are swirling around my head, they're all images in my mind, and they're all images in your mind. And science shows us that everything is built of atoms, and most 99.999% of every atom is just space. And these atoms vibrate at a certain frequency, which builds our world, which builds what we see. And then there are these photons, the light that reflects these atoms, and then suddenly we create these pictures in our minds, and it's all dandy and candy. So I learned this really the hard way, because I used to suffer, and I'm still suffering, from a tremendous, all-consuming, sometimes, agoraphobia, which is the fear of public spaces, such as this one, right? Public spaces such as this one. And especially when there are people. So just a person nearby makes my whole body contract, and I have all of these amazing tools to deal with that now. When I grew up, I used to feel like I was walking through a hellscape, right? I felt like life was hell. I was so scared of everything and everyone. I was just, I could look at the old lady on the street and I thought she would stab me with a knife. How fucked up is that? I don't know. It doesn't matter, but that's how I used to feel as a kid, as a little kid, right? So I don't wish for anyone to have to go through that, because it's just the worst. It's just the worst. And because I've had this for maybe 22 years, I'm 23 years old now, so 23 years, and it's only been about a year that I've been actively really, really working on it to calm my nervous system through the breath and through tapping, which is acupressure, that calms the nervous system. Because I've been working on this for just a year, it's not entirely gone yet, but it is a lot better, and I have all these amazing, incredible tools to deal with it, and that's incredible. And I just realized that, I was feeling like shit before I started making this video. Now I feel great, so just expressing myself really helps as well. And cultivating a sense of trust in the world, a sense of trust in life. Life is safe. People are actually out to help you. They're not out to get you or kill you or stab you in the heart. Seriously, I have never experienced that. Not in this lifetime. So it's a really frantic thing. It's my mind and it's my body, and it's a habit. It's a really old habit. And see, there's just a guy walking over there, and my eyes keep flickering in that direction, and I feel this fear in my chest, in my torso, and I feel like crying. And and I can keep a face. I can pretend like everything's all good, and it is. because in contrast, this is nothing in contrast to what I used to experience. But it takes so much energy from me, and that's all right. I use it now as an opportunity and as a tool to increase my awareness. It's a tool so I can practice being present in myself and improve my life, because I learn every day all these amazing tools to deal with it. Because I have this tremendous drive, and having gone through this now, I can truly help others I believe, overcome it as well, because now I can live with it. I'm really happy. I can honestly say that I'm really happy, truly happy to be alive. And 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I was suicidal because of this, mostly. Because I was isolated. I couldn't go out. I couldn't meet people. I was afraid all the time. I couldn't feel pleasure in my body because it was so tense. Now I feel good, maybe 60% of the time, 65. It gets better every day. So just that hopefulness, I think that's how I want to help people, mostly just get that sense of hope. And tapping is one way of doing it, which is why I started hosting workshops in tapping. Another way of doing it is breath and meditation, which is why I started teaching meditation, obviously in conjunction with my own practice. And I realized that I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect spiritual aligned being before I start teaching, because all I need to do is just be one step ahead of the people that I'm sharing my story with. And I know that there has to be other people. I know that there are other people, maybe you, that suffer from something similar that I have been suffering from. So I really want to make it truly mean something, you know. I truly want to believe that this, what I used to call affliction, and sometimes still do, is a blessing. It's a gift. And I can feel amazing. I can feel wonderful around people, especially when I'm with friends. And I used to believe that I didn't have any friends and that everybody hated me, and now I just feel loved. I feel that everybody loves me most of the time, except for when I'm on the subway or I'm on the train or I'm in a public space here in Sweden. So the fear isn't uncommon. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And if you're suffering from this, just know that you're not alone. Just know that it's all in passing.